Hello everyone! So I'm going to do a plan with me for the week of the 18th through the 24th. This week is going to be maybe a little different than how I normally plan, because on the 18th my mother, she is having a double mastectomy. She is going through breast cancer right now, and so we're gonna have a lot going on with that. Recovery for double mastectomy is very involved, and I don't want to, normally I schedule, if you watch my plan with me, is I do a kind of maybe even hyper schedule extra chores and things I like to get done during the week. It keeps me focused and I get more done when I do that. But I think I'm going to utilize these this week, and these are my removable little sticky note tabs from Erin Condren, and that way I can kind of write out things I would still like to get done that are beyond just the daily chores, but I can move them around and I'll feel like I have it makes things a little more flexible. And because of that, I originally was going to use this theme to do this week, but I think I'm going to save it for next week, and instead I'm just going to kind of do a hodgepodge and I'm going to utilize the Always a Reason and Season to Celebrate monthly sticker book from Erin Condren. I'm going to use the April. I haven't used any of the April stickers yet. I think I'm just going to use these. It's just going to be kind of all a mix, kind of like the April shower stuff, some of these colors, etc. I actually don't really know how this week is going to turn out yet. We're just going to plan and hope for the best. There's a lot of unknowns this week because I don't know what days I might go. My mom is in the hospital for these days, possibly longer. I just don't know. I don't know what our schedule, I don't know what our week's gonna hold. So this week's gonna be a little bit crazy for my family, and I'm a little weary, but I still want to plan. It still makes me feel better, so I just want to get some things down on here and then know that I have the freedom to not get a lot of it done or to move it around and no one will care. Alright, you guys, so thank you for joining me while we do this, and let's get started. Alright guys, since I don't have a specific theme this week, I think I'm going to not use my custom YouTube stickers that I ordered. I want to save them. I'm going to need to order more already, I can tell, because I used a whole row in just 1 week. I think what I'm going to do is try to use up my Erin Condren ones I have that don't fit perfectly, and since I've got some kind of like watercolorness going on here, I wish I had 3 of these left, but I don't. But I'm going to use these 2, and then I think I'm going to use this dark bluish gray color, and the same with this one. Maybe I'll use the one random pink. Alright, I don't love it, but it works. See, and the reason these colors are so dark is because I had ordered them during the winter months, so they went with all my winter planning stuff, which I didn't really film a lot of during that time. But now that I've moved on and getting into brighter things as the spring and summer, they just aren't cutting it. And I much prefer the ones I ordered from the Ella Couture shop. These are just much better. They're the perfect size. I just should have ordered, like, seriously, I should have ordered a bunch more. Lesson learned. So now I have the same thing up here where I would use these chores and task stickers. And I think instead I'm just going to write it in. I'm just going to save my stickers since I need to order more. I just hate using them up when I'm just doing such a hodgepodge of a theme. So I'm gonna just write it in. That's how I used to always do it. Alright, so I actually like how these colors turned out with it. I think they look good. We're making it happen, y'all. We're making it happen. So for those of you who are new to my Plan With Me videos, like I said, this one's a little different. So you probably should watch the other ones, but how I do things in general is I do my chores and tasks up here. Some people call this to do or personal. I just like chores and tasks in my head. Mentally, it helps me. This is where I do YouTube. It's for work. Sometimes it's not just YouTube. Sometimes it might involve like things on the blog or social media, but In general, I'm mainly a YouTuber is my primary social media function, so that is where all my YouTube stuff goes. And then down below is where I do when we have events or appointments or things like that. And I don't usually label it because I don't really know what to label that section, so it just doesn't get labeled. It just goes like that. I know that these little stickers aren't really designed to go randomly down here, but I'm doing it because I think it's pretty and it adds a pop of color. Alright, so for my thankful thought this week, I'm going to do this keep going no matter what. I like this one for this week because I think it matters to me on a personal level to keep going and for things that you're working for, but I think it's also kind of a good thing for my mom. And this is not her planner, but just kind of makes me think about it. Like there's not really another option. You just have to keep going. So this is my thankful thought for this week. I wrote in Go Team Grandma Susie there with the hashtag because that's the hashtag we've been using to support her. Thank you guys for everyone who's been doing that. We really appreciate it. She does see them and it means the world to her. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit lost this week because I'm just doing things differently and it's hard. It's hard to get my mind on things that need to be done because, you know, life doesn't stop just because something big is going on. So you have to try to find a way to balance it all. I'm just going to stop fretting about this being like my perfect spread and I'm just going to dive into it. So normally I would reference my digital work calendar, upload, filming, edit schedule, and schedule out when I want to edit or film. But I'm actually got myself ahead of the game so that I didn't have to do editing this week. So I'm not going to insert editing into there. Normally it looks like this. This is where I insert what I want to film and edit. But I'm gonna leave it blank and then I'll just, if I can edit something, great. If not, I'm okay. Like I have stuff for the next week, no big deal. So that gives me like just the kind of flexibility. All right, and this is where I'm going to start utilizing these movable little sheets here. So I'm going to start trying to writing out some of the things I'd like to get accomplished this week, chore-wise, and I will just kind of list them, I think, not worry about it, and then I can move it around as I need to do it. Use it more as a reference and less as a particular day like I would normally do. And that way hopefully I can still kind of get my list done, but I won't feel kind of the, I won't worry about, you know, oh, I wanted to do that on a Tuesday. Like, it won't matter. Alright, it just occurred to me that while yes, I'm not going to write in what editing that I'd like to do this week, I would like to write in some of the filming to-dos. Added this because I'm trying to start planning for a fall family vacation to Disney World that is separate from my Run Disney trip. And the fall Disney deals start coming out historically late April and May and June. I just want to remind myself to start paying attention for the deals. Alright you guys, so here is my not super themed plan with me week. This is going to be my mom's, her surgery week. So I end up still having a lot filled in here that I'd like to do, but a lot of it's just filming, so that's not really that, you know, complicated. I just film. Obviously I'm filming my mom's cancer journey, want to film the day and the recovery. I still have some general goals to hope to do, and then I've got the main, you know, I have daily stuff. I don't write out every daily thing, but like I do write out a lot of our weekly chores, even though we do them every week. But this way I can just kind of move it around, and I have a little checklist so I can check them off whenever I need to, and it doesn't really matter. Hopefully on Friday things will have slowed down a little bit. My mom will still be in recovery, but so if they need me, I can go. But if not, if the kids are at their academy, hopefully maybe I'll be able to catch up on some work then, or some housework. That's what I'm hoping for on Friday, because my appointment's early in the morning, and then I'll be home. And other than that, we will just see how the week goes. By the time you guys see this video, she will already have had her surgery, so just connect with us on social media if you want to kind of know more in real time how that's going. I always post our plan with me's about a week after because of security reasons, obviously. So, like I said, just always follow us on social media and more real-time updates there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry this wasn't like some super cute theme. Honestly, this is how I used to always plan. I never did like complicated themes. I still don't do complicated themes, but I usually get a little more involved nowadays. And this week was more kind of like how I used to do it, and how I do it when I'm in a hurry. Yeah, it works. It works for me, and I think it still looks kind of pretty. So I've said something along these lines before, but planning for me is very therapeutic, and that is why, even though I have a week where I can't be as detailed in what I'd like to do in terms of planning daily, it still helps to kind of have this stuff written out. I can, you know, open this up and kind of see where I'm at and look at my goals, and yeah, just kind of go from there, and it helps. So even on a hectic week, it might even be the time when it helps the most. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see everyone next time. Bye.